Hi, welcome to Doris. In case if you're new here, my name is Doris and I am a mom of four. If you're not new here, then thank you so much for sticking around with me. You have been amazing. I am just blessed to have you in my life, to have the support system, and for some of you checking on me and things like that. So this video is going to be an update in my plans for 2026. And the first update that I know that y'all have been waiting for if you're a subscriber to my channel is my nursing school update. And I have completed nursing school.
Will present the Hendrick Mission and Action Awards from Hendrick Health. Nursing students awarded the Hendrick Mission and Action Award deliver high-quality health care, emphasizing excellence and compassion consistent with the mission of Hendrick Health. The recipient of Hendrick Health's Mission and Action Award from the Accelerated BSN program is Doris Johnson.
And I walk.
Solbido Doris Chulobo Johnson.
And all of that, I completed nursing school, y'all. And I don't really know how I did it. Actually, I know how I did it. I did it because I had God to pull me through. I did it because I had a strong support system. My mom was amazing. My 17-year-old was amazing. The friends that I made in nursing school was amazing. My community was amazing. I just had a very good support system. That's how I was able to do it. Just God placed people in my life at the right time that I needed in my life to go through 2025. And for that, I thank him, and I'm so glad for all the support that I received for 2025. So my plan now for the next 4 to 6 weeks is I'm going to be studying to take the test, to take my board, which is the NCLEX. The NCLEX is going to give me a license for me to be able to practice as a nurse. I'm going to take the 4 to 6 weeks mostly just to relax because nursing school did a toll on my mental health. The accelerated program at Texas Tech was really hard. Texas Tech is the #1 nursing school in Texas, and they don't just say that because it's a fancy thing. It's actually, I feel like, because of how the coursework is set up. When you go through a Texas Tech program, you do a lot of stuff that they prepare you, especially mostly for the accelerated program. That's what I know about. But they did a lot of things to make sure we were ready to be safe nurses. And those things was a lot of work. And with being in a accelerated program, everything is very condensed. It was just a lot for me to take in with having 4 kids I had to take care of and doing part-time and things like that. There was just a lot of things going on in 2025 that sometimes I didn't even know what day of the week it was. Everything blended together. And sometimes I barely had sleep. Like, I was lucky sometimes to get 3 hours of sleep. So it was just a very hectic year. So for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I just want to just relax, find ways to relax, find ways to go back to my normalcy, to my schedule, spend time with my kids. If I don't relax, I don't calm down, I don't just figure out my mental state and I take the test. It doesn't matter how much material I know. If I'm not telling myself, or if I don't have that confidence to believe that I'm going to pass it, then I'm not going to pass it. With me, when I do anything, if I don't have a confidence in it, a lot of the time I fail. But if I have a confidence, I trust God, I succeed in that. And right now, I don't have the confidence just because I'm still trying to get used to being done with nursing school. Like, I literally still check my assignment board to make sure I don't have any assignments, even though I've been done with school for like almost 2 weeks. I'm still checking. So I'm still traumatized by a lot of things I had to do in 2025 that I just need to decompress for that. So I'm going to just relax or try to relax and then take the NCLEX. Okay, so that's the update. And then for my plan for 2026, the one huge thing I want to do for 2026, which I don't know how I'm going to do it because the last time I did this, I basically just went and signed paperwork. I didn't actually look at the financial aspect of what was required for this to be done. So I am going to need your help. So that is, I want to buy a house by the end of 2026. And yes, it's a huge task being that I'm broke and stuff. And My credit score is kabush, but I believe I can do this. So I'm going to be working on it by 2026, the end of the year 2026, for me to get a house, because it's just going to be good for my family. It's going to be good for the kids. We don't have a backyard, and my kids are outdoors people, okay? And with me not being able to take them hiking every weekend, they need to be outside playing, and they can do that with the environment we're in right now. Like, I literally have to take them to the park or take them to my mom's house to be able to play in the backyard. And I can't really take them to the park all the time, especially last year when we just been busy. So I want to have a house that way they can be able to have the outdoor place to play. And I want to have a garage. I miss having a garage, and I need that to be able to buy my woodworking tools again, because I lost all of that. I want to re-buy that so I can go back to woodworking, because that is how I decompress with things that I was craft, and my favorite craft was woodworking, and I don't have this space for that right now. So there's just a lot of different kind of freedom that comes to owning a house than renting from somebody else, and I want to get that freedom again. And I think this would be a good thing for us, not just mentally but financially speaking, because I feel like my mortgage will be lesser than what I'm paying for rent right now, and it'll put me in a better financial situation than what I am right now. The other thing is, for 2026, I'm going to be posting a lot on the channel, which I wanted to do for 2024 and 2025, but just school came into my life. But I'm going to be doing a lot of freezer meals, just because when I was in nursing school, I did that, and that helps a lot. That helped a lot with eating healthy, and the kids was able to warm whatever they wanted to eat or craving, and it was just amazing. And I'm glad I did that. At the beginning of nursing school, I went to Lowe's, and I don't know why they keep giving me credit cards, but I was able to get a credit cards from Lowe's and buy the upright freezer, and I just made a lot of freezing meal, and I used these super cube thing. Well, I really didn't buy the super cube, I bought it off brand because I'm broke, but I used that to put the food in a cube, and it was just amazing. So I'm gonna do more of that, try to incorporate different recipe and see if it freeze well and things like that. And I'm also going to go back to budgeting. I did not budget at all for 2025, mostly because I didn't have the income, and I didn't have the time. I barely had time to sleep. I was lucky to get 3 hours of sleep, so I was not going to take the extra time I had for budgeting or planning, and I didn't see the need for it because I didn't have the money for it. For 2025, the first semester of my nursing school, I was basically living off credit cards. So my credit card is, it's up there. But for the second and third semester, I was able to use student loan, because from my first degree, when I did my bachelor degree, so the first time around, I worked 2 jobs to pay off my tuition. So I really didn't use my federal student loan as much. I only used it for the last 2 years. So I have, access to federal student loan for another bachelor degree. So for my first, so I took the student loan, then the end of my first semester, I got a refund back for that. So I was able to use that to pay bills for my second semester and so forth. So my first semester, I spent a lot of, all my bills were on a credit card, and then I maxed everything out. And then for my second and third semester, I was able to use the money from my student loan and to be able to live. That's one of the reasons I was able to work twice a month and just focus on school. So I didn't really budget. I was just like, swapping the credit card, okay, pay, swapping the credit card. So for 2026, I'm going to go into a lot of no spend, because I want to pay all of that off. Because I really don't like having debt at all. I really don't, but I know it was necessary, it was needed. You're going to see a lot of freezer meal and budgeting a lot on you're going to see a lot of freezer meal and budgeting and lot videos, and less of homeschool. Okay, because one, my kids are in public school now. I put them in public school to be able to allow myself to do nursing school, because I couldn't homeschool and do the Saturday program at all. Like, we started clinical 2 to 3 weeks after we started nursing school, and the clinical was 12 hours, and then I had simulation lab on campus, which was another like 8 hours. And then I had homework and assignments I had to do, and I had tests every week. It was just a lot of things I had to do. I didn't have the time to to take care of the kids at home, like babysit the kids at home, nor would I have had time to homeschooling. So I put them in public school, and I'm going to leave them in public school for this year to be out because I want to be able to take the NCLEX, and I want to settle that into my job with scheduling, like being a new nurse, and the schedule I want to settle into that. So they're going to finish out the school year, and then come August 2026, I'm going to go back to homeschooling them. But I'm not going to have that much of a homeschool content because we do use Ambleside, and it don't require the extra fancy thing. Very boring compared to other YouTuber content you're gonna see with homeschool things. So I'm not gonna be posting that much of a homeschool content. It's just gonna be a lot about my healthy cooking and just trying to survive as a single mom and budgeting and things like that. So that's what my 2026 is going to look like. Thank you so much for sticking around watching the video. Have a blessed day. Bye.